Richa and welcome to my YouTube channel again. And today the intention of this video is to paint a very simple cone flowers. The intention of this video is to just give you a very simple step so that you can gain some confidence that you can paint in a very simple and beautiful way. Along with that, I will also give you many important tips which you can apply later in your painting. So, without wasting any time, let's dive into painting these beautiful cone flowers. So let's get ready to dive in this very beautiful yet very simple painting of cone flowers. So this is a perfect tutorial if you are perfectly new to watercolors and you don't know from where to start. So first of all, just set up your full setup. So your brushes, your watercolor pans, always take 2 watercolor pans, one for the dirty water and one for the clean water. Everything, if you're a right-handed person, goes on the right side. That's how we set up. And your coloring set, your mixing tray, your brushes, your water can, everything goes on the right side. Okay, so that's the first step for the perfect setup for your watercolor paintings, because if you do your setup on the left hand side, then while the time you pick your color and come till here, it will be too late. Okay, so watercolors are fast, so always remember this first step of watercolors. Now I'm just taking A4 size paper for my painting. If you're not confident with the A4 size paper, you can also start with a smaller paper. So half of the A4 size, that is A5 size or A6 size, is also a good one. You can start with that as well. But make sure that you're not using a very big brush or a very small paper. So for A4 size and smaller than that, 4 and 6 number brush works well. So for the colors, I will be just using very few colors like crimson red and blue color, ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, and yellow. Any yellow you can use, Indian yellow, and green. So if you don't have these colors, you can just start with the basic colors as well, like the primary colors red, yellow, green. That will be enough for this painting tutorial. Okay, so whenever we start, we always put our intention that where we are going to put the center of the flower, how will be our composition and all. So just follow along. In the beginning, you don't have to decide everything on your own. You can definitely refer to the tutorial and just follow along. Okay, in the beginning, always remember to have fun and enjoy the process. That's the thing you have to do as a beginner. So you can do to start, if you can see, I have made this triangle on my paper. So just make this a small triangle on your paper, not very much on the top and not very much at the bottom. Approximately at the 1/4 I have left from my top. So from there you can just start and make it a very light center with your pencil. And the same way I'll be making a cone here. This is also approximately, if you can see, a little 1/3 distance from the corner, so that my flower will come here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this tutorial very simple. So I will ask you to take off away all your fears and just dive in with an open heart to enjoy the process. I'm mixing my burnt sienna and I'm mixing it and making a very, very light. As you all can see, it's almost a watery mix, so a very thin shade of my burnt sienna. I'm using it and I'm just putting it in this triangle. Okay, so you don't have to be so much talented to fill this triangle. Just put it in this triangle. Okay, and the water will collect on the one side. Let it collect. Wherever the water will collect, the area will get darker. So the water will put an effort to collect your water on the sides, on the lower sides. Okay, the water will definitely collect. Now I'm washing my brush, and I have already mixed these two colors. Then I am mixing my crimson red and a little bit of ultramarine blue, and a purplish shade I will get. It's a beautiful purple, and that's the second tip to make a purple. If you want to make beautiful purples, then just mix the crimson red and ultramarine blue. Okay, so this is a little darker tone than the first one. Okay, now look carefully how I am doing. The same way you have to hold your brush and apply it. So I am holding my brush straight, putting it on the paper from the tip, and I'm just going to press it down. Okay, one more time, press it down. Now I'm washing my brush. A little bit color I'm taking off, and the same thing I'm doing again. So do it with like in a very loose fashion, with a lot of carefree and fun way, so that you don't stress too much. This is just to enjoy. Now I have taken a dark color again, and I'm putting it at the bottom of near the center, and little bit I'm putting at the top, just to add the tones. This is a very beginner step-by-step tutorial. If you want to learn deeper, and if you like watercolor, then you really want to dive in, I have a membership, my friends, where I take you with all the basics. I give you all the basics, and I let you dive in, I let you play. Like, we do a lot of things, happy hour painting. We push each other to a place so that we don't get in a panic zone, but we are moving forward. Now just wash and take a little more burnt sienna and dark your center as well. Just enjoy the process, my friends. With watercolors, you'll not be able to learn in a day or two. It's a long process, but I'm glad that you are here and you're here on this journey. Now I'm mixing my green color for the stem. Again, a light thin color, and just see how I'm holding my brush and I'm doing it in one stroke. Okay, so here I would like to give one more stamp for my bud. This is all the pressure of brush. The more pressure you will put on your brush, the thicker your line will be. So that's tip number 3. The more pressure you will put on your brush, the thicker you will get the line. I have just taken a darker tone of green, and I am putting it wet in wet on one side of my stem. Since I have the green color in hand, so I'm going to create one more for the bud. You can create as many as you like. It is really addictive and fun. Okay, but let us create one more coneflower in the same way as we have created the first one. First, a lot of burnt sienna. I have purposely kept this tutorial a very simple way so that you can take off your fear of watercolors. Now just take a lot of color in your brush and do it as it feels you. Okay, just press and leave. Just press and leave. Don't get scared. Oh my god, how it will come. Will it come nice? Oh, what has happened to my painting? Oh my god, I'm going to ruin this paper. I know, these were the thoughts exactly in my head when I started watercolors, but you'll get over it. You will. Just one thing you have to do. Keep going even if it is not nice. Yeah. Because my wife mentor told me that you have to embrace your bad paintings in order to get the beautiful ones. And if you don't learn to embrace your bad paintings, you will never be able to get the good ones, because you will stop, right? So however it is, just keep doing it. I'm mixing again, and here goes a little buddy. Again the same pressure, press and release. Just I wash my brush and it will cuties. Now I'll take my green and some green color. Okay, I think we are good to go. I'm reweighting this stem as I want to give a little more tonal value in the stem. You can do a lot of things. I'm going to enhance this a little bit with a few dots. So what I'm doing, I'm taking my burnt sienna and adding a little Pines gray in it, and I'll just put it here. Just put it here. To give it a little definition to my flower. Now the same way, I'm taking my crimson red and ultramarine blue, mixing them and just putting it near the center to give a little definition to my flower. This is completely optional, my friends. You can do it or you can avoid it as well. And that's it. We are done. Let's sign our painting. I always encourage my students to sign their painting so that they can own it. Okay, so my friends, that's it. I hope it has taken some fear out of you. So my friends, I hope you have enjoyed painting these beautiful coneflowers, and if you have not reached to your desired destination, if you are not happy with your painting but Pat on your back because you tried, and that's a win. Because always remember, Rome is not built in a day. You have to be consistent, you have to keep practicing. So don't get discouraged. You already had tried something, and that's a great win. And for those who are interested in watercolors and who like watercolors, I have a membership in which I take you on a journey along with me. I take you from a complete beginner to a mature artist who can paint in his or her own style, and that's my passion, that's my calling to fulfill your childhood dream of painting. So if you're ready to take on this beautiful watercolor journey with me, come on, join the membership. The details and the link to join is in the description below. You will also get a free guide when you click the link below, in which I have put all the tips and the tricks, and I also give weekly art tips. So there's so much more. Just go in the description section and click on that link, through which you will be in my community and will be further notified about all the actions. So till then, take care and happy painting. See you next time. Bye bye.